lecture 1 continuation. Okay. And next is input devices. Input devices are electromechanical devices that accept data from outside world and translate them into a form that computer can interpret. Okay, see, I said computer is an electronic device. Okay, because the computer means it is CPU. Okay, but input device is electromechanical device means see, for example, if you take a keyboard, in keyboard there is a key. Okay, that is mechanical part. Okay, the inside the keyboard there is a circuit. Okay, so the circuit is a that circuit is a electrical part. Okay, so and also if you take a mouse, okay, if you take a mouse, the mouse is a mechanical the key in the mouse is a mechanical part. Okay, and inside the mouse there is some electrical circuit that converts our signal into computer. Okay, so the input devices are electromechanical devices. Okay, so in the input devices, keyboard will come and point and draw devices will come. The point and draw devices means that mouse and then joystick and then trackball. Okay, so these three will come under the point and draw devices. Okay, and data scanning devices. Okay, data scanning devices means the scanner will come, and digitizer, and fifth is electronic card based devices. Okay, the electronic card based devices means the ATM card we are using in ATM machine. Okay, that card is called electronic card. And speech recognition devices and vision based devices. Okay, so these are all come under input devices of the computer. And then is output devices. So the output devices is also the electromechanical devices. Okay, that accept data from computer and translate into a form that user can understand. Okay, so the both the input and output devices are electromechanical devices. Okay, so in output devices there is 5 things is there. One is monitor and projector and voice response system. Okay, so this monitor, projector and voice response system will come under soft copy output devices. Okay, the soft copy means that we cannot take printout. Okay, so that is soft copy output devices. Okay, so these soft copy output devices are temporary in nature. Okay, and the printer plotter. Okay, these printers and plotters are hard copy output devices. Okay, because we can see in a printed format. Okay, so these the printers and plotters are hard copy output devices. Okay, so in general we will say the soft copy output devices are temporary in nature and hard copy output devices are permanent in nature. Okay, and the third thing is processor. The processor refers to CPU, a central processing unit. Okay, the CPU is called the brain of the computer. Okay, in CPU there is 2 components. One is arithmetic and logic unit, and other is control unit. Okay, so this in this 2 component, the calculation and comparison was done by ALU. Okay, so this ALU will calculate and comparison work. Okay, that is the in ALU actual execution of the instruction take place. Okay, the CU that is control unit will just manage and coordinate the entire computer system. Okay, so the CU will not do any operation. It just manage and coordinate the entire computer system. Okay, so the CU is called central nervous system of the computer. Okay, the CPU is called brain of the computer, and they say you, okay, the control unit is called the central nervous system of the computer. And next, memory. In computer there are two types of memory, okay. One is main memory, other is secondary memory. Okay, the main memory means the memory which is directly accessed by the CPU. Okay, so in main memory, the CPU, the information or data or a program in the main memory is directly accessed by the CPU. Okay, for example, RAM and ROM. Secondary memory. Okay, so this type of memory are not accessed directly by the CPU. For example, magnetic tape. Okay, tape and hard disk and CD, DVD. Okay, and pen drive, and then the SD card. Okay, so these will come under secondary memory. Okay, so the secondary memory will not be directly accessed by the CPU. Okay, only the primary memory will be directly accessed by the CPU. Okay, so this okay, this is the difference. So, and next is random access memory. Okay, RAM. The RAM means see, it is the main memory. Okay, so the current program data are stored in this memory, and this is volatile in nature. Okay, volatile means if you turn off the computer, the data and program in that memory will get lost. Okay, that is the meaning of volatile. Okay, volatile means if you turn off the computer, the data and program in the random access memory will get lost. Okay, so if the computer has more RAM, the computer can do the more tasks simultaneously, and the overall performance is high. And next is read only memory. Okay, that is ROM. So this memory is non-volatile memory. Okay, so what is the meaning of non-volatile? So even if you turn off the computer, the data or program in this memory will not get lost. Okay, so even if you turn off the computer, the data and the program in that memory will not get lost. Okay, so that is the example of non-volatile memory. Okay, so generally the BIOS means system boot program is stored in the ROM memory. Okay, see, this memory is called read only memory because we cannot alter the data in that memory. Okay, we can only just read. Okay, we can so we cannot alter the data in that memory, data or program in that memory. So this is called read only memory. So this ROM will be present in motherboard. Okay, it is fixed in the motherboard. Generally the ROM memory will contain the BIOS program.